Hey, I'm Nick from City of Pines. Check out my new single, Needy Lovers.
Him, like, hug him from behind and kiss him.
Needy lovers on a cover of the shadows in the night. Pick up the pieces, try and find a reason from the trappings of a mind. And we all want to feel something real, something real. And we all want to see something like you, something like you. Dear lovers on a cover of the shadows in the night. Battered and broken, their path is unchosen. Can't see eye to eye. The two worlds collide, and we all want to feel something real, something real. And we all want to see something like you, something like you. Don't go away, there is another way. Remember yesterday, we said we always stay. Don't go away, there is another way. Remember yesterday, we said we'd always stay. We said we'd always stay. And we all want to feel something real, something real. And we all want to see something like you, something like you. And we all want to feel something real, something real. And we all want to see something like you, something like you. And we all want to feel something real, something real. And we all want to see something like you, something like you. And we all want to feel something real.
I did a double take. I was like, I know this guy. Where do I know him from? And you came into Champlin's shop.
Yeah, man.
Champlin Guitars, best shop in the world. I work there a couple of days a week. Yeah, and he popped in and he started throwing names at me. It's like, oh, he knows Wes, he knows Andrew, he knows all these people. So, yeah.
Dude, yeah. There's all sorts of little connections that you find. Like, the music community around here is like pretty close knit.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that you can like kind of make little connections. Like, I'd only seen your stuff like online. I'd never met you in person before. I was like, this guy looks really familiar. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. That was cool. That's an awesome guitar shop, by the way. If you haven't been there, hit it up. Okay.
Yeah, Champlin Guitars. It's an amazing place. He's kind of a local celebrity and a cool boss, as it turns out. Oh. Yeah, he's just very
I thought it was going to go completely the other way when you just like
yeah, real ball buster, that Devin Champlin. Yeah, his band, Sons of Rainier, is amazing. It's got Dean Johnson in it.
I think, is Dean Johnson another Stanwood guy?
I thought he
Camano
was a
guy.
Seattle boy, but I don't know.
Maybe I could. There's a guy from Stanwood area, a couple years older than me. That name sounds really familiar. I don't know if he is though.
Dean Johnson, he's got this high like cowboy tenor, and it's just the sweetest music. And when you talk to him in real life, he's the sweetest man. Just as sweet as his voice. He's like a child almost. It's amazing.
Oh, the opposite of what my voice is at today, pretty much. I guess.
Nah, you good, bro. You good.
You're good.
And speaking of you, we have a very impressive individual with us today. For those that you may not know, my name is Chrvns.
I'm Tim Mechling.
This is Shut Up and Listen. And today we have the one, the only. Well, not the only person in the band, but Nick from City of Pines.
Did I step on your intro?
No.
I just went right in.
No, I like to do the going in because like when you start off with the intro, it kind of seems like too forced. I'm just trying to find a way to just throw it in there and then we just continue.
All right.
Because then we already opened up and we're already chilling and then boom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I love it.
learning.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and thanks for letting me get a little sneak peek of what you got going on in the studio. It was fun,
Oh,
man.
thank
it
you.
was really cool. Keep your eyes out for that. It's gonna be good.
Oh, I can show you another one later.
Please do.
I'm trying to go more jazzy on some shit. Shout out Ideasm. Daniel's a fucking phenomenal pianist.
There was some kind of Earl Sweatshirt sort of jazz poetry little feeling.
Oh, we just trying to rap again, bro. I made some
All
like
right.
poppy shit. I was like, hold on, bro, I'm trying to rap real quick.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah.
But no, it's not about me. This is about you, bro. So for the people that don't know, who is City of Pines? Who is Nick? What do you do? Who are you?
Oh yeah. So City of Pines it's an indie kind of folk rock project, and I kind of started it, I would say, when I took a break. So we would all love to not be doing our day jobs, but we have to do them. So my day job is I'm a teacher, and I was overseas for a long time. And when I came back from doing that in like 2014, 15, I was like, what if I just like took a break from like that grind and just like gave myself space to be creative. So I didn't work for like 8 months, took time off, and went around the U.S., went to South America as well, and just like I was like, what if I just give myself free license to like write and be creative?
Yeah.
And it like if you can't like give it a shot, do it yourself. You'd be surprised. Like I wrote 12 songs in that amount of time. Just like you meet people, you do cool stuff, and like it inspires that creativity, and you get in that flow state. It's really, really cool. Yeah. So it's a project about just living life, doing stuff, having adventures, and I think that's stuff that we can like kind of get around like as humans. I think that we all kind of would like to have a break from the 9 to 5.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes I quit my job just to go travel because they didn't give me 2 weeks off, and I'm being gone for a year and a half, bro.
I love doing that dance. It's like, we didn't approve your PTO. I'm like, too
shit.
bad.
Too bad, bro. It's too late, dog.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry.
no, shit, my boss probably watching this.
Yep, I'll see you guys later. So you're a teacher. What subjects do you teach?
I get to teach all the fun stuff. So, and I'm not joking, by the way. It's not like I do ceramics, I do art, I do photography, and then I get to do PE class. So,
Oh, yeah,
What-
this motherfucker no one.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
That's
I know.
the-
Oh my
no
God.
paperwork.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite teacher in
yeah,
Aspen.
man. Yeah, man.
What
It's really
age
fun.
groups?
So it's it's an alternative high school. So it's high school, and then there's one middle school cohort that kind of rolls through there. Yeah.
okay.
Nice.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, for a 9 to 5 anyway.
Yeah.
There's worse things you can do for money.
Yeah, I could be digging ditches or something, man.
Yeah.
No disrespect to ditch diggers
Yeah,
out there.
no,
I did that too. I did that too.
Yeah, that's a great
No,
trade.
you're helping the youth, man. Do it for the
Yeah.
kids, bro.
We have some friends in the Ditch Diggers Union. That's not a real union.
No.
It's like, damn.
No. Not to cast aspersions on any career.
For real. Yeah, no.
Yeah. But
Get it how you get it.
Yeah.
yeah. So has teaching informed your songwriting process?
Man, that's interesting. I wish I could say that. I mean, yeah, there's some life experience and stuff that happens there, but I would say that like anything that's occupying that bandwidth that you have, we have so much throughout the day, throughout the month, whatever your lifespan of like bandwidth of like emotional energy you can invest into certain things. And teaching is a job where you can't like plug in and just like do stuff. Yeah, you got to like be engaged with people all day long. So like in that respect, like it's draining, but it's rewarding.
Yeah.
But on a creative, I would say that I really appreciate my downtime so I can be creative because I need to have that outlet, that space to be creative.
So where do you fall fall on the introvert, extrovert spectrum?
That's a really good question. I think that I'm an introvert, but I can be extroverted when it's around people that I feel like kind of fill my cup. You know what I mean? Like my people, I can be extroverted.
Don't let them
around.
drain you, baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so, my girlfriend is very introverted, and like if we go to a party or something, she'll just like sit on the stairs after a certain because like the battery's just drained.
I've been guilty of that from time to time. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
And when I go to a party, like if I'm at home, like I'm in a deep depression, and then I go to a party and I'm telling stories. All of a sudden, I'm like energized for like 4 days afterwards.
Yeah, man.
And having a work from home job was just really, really sad for me. So in a lot of ways, I envy you working with ceramics and children.
It's cool. It's not bad. I mean, I envy you getting a chance to be around dope guitars when you're there at work. That is fun. Like I was in there and it's like a candy store, dude.
Yeah,
like
it is like a candy store. There's a lot of
expensive candy.
Yeah, and a lot of candy remnants on the fingers of people that touch the guitars.
Touché.
That has to be wiped off of the strings sometimes. That's a little inside baseball, but
no. But
wash your hands before coming to a guitar store. It's a good little piece of etiquette.
Okay, I will do that from now on. And I don't ever play the forbidden riff. I don't mess with that either. No Stairway to Heaven when I'm in there. It's just.
It's more like wagon wheel that we have a problem with. You know, when it's it's more of like the bro side of bluegrass that I detest.
Wait, what the fuck? What does that mean, bro? Bro,
I don't. Yeah.
Okay. So,
help me out with that.
Okay, maybe this is just a Bellingham thing, but bluegrass went from toothy Appalachians to just like frat bros. Like, it's like fast finger. Like it's like the new shredding is a guy that calls it, instead of mandolin, they say mando. And they play really fast on it. And they'll just camp out and just kind of play like really fast, repetitive bluegrass.
They show up to the party and like they got their 4 licks and they're just like going
mando,
for
bro.
it. Yeah.
They got that mando.
I got a mandolin, but I can only play like 4 licks. I mean,
it's such a strange thing. It's just like these like acoustic like frat boys, you know. It's
frat boys is built different these days.
I guess, I don't know.
You know, I'm bewildered, but in a joyful way.
We'll be right back after these messages. We'd like to give a special thanks to Lost Giant Cider Company, always providing us with our cider beverages and the best of the cider beverages. Visit Lost Giant's Tap Room in the heart of Bellingham at 1200 Meter Avenue in the Haskell Business Center. It's just down the street from Lakeway Fred Meyer.
Menace Brewing, located in the Fountain District, is where flavor is unleashed. It serves as a local hub of craft beer and community. Recognized as the neighborhood's premier soccer hangout, you know I love me some soccer. Menace Brewing isn't just a brewery, it's the go-to spot for sports action and local engagement. Visitors can catch the game, connect with fellow fans, and immerse themselves in the heart of the spirited community. Menace Brewing invites everyone to join them, where every visit feels like coming home. Experience Menace Brewing in Bellingham today.
And welcome back.
No, that's cool. But I would say, like, being with you guys here, though, like, I'm not in introvert mode. I'm in extrovert mode. I'm having fun with you guys. And this is like, I'm not playing. This is fun. Yeah, this is really good. I'm glad you guys have me in.
It's
This is
time to
really
get
fun.
into business, baby.
Wow. There you go.
All right, so fuck that, because I do want to dive into something. You're talking about that 8 months, because that piqued my interest. Because like I said, I'm the type of guy, I quit a job before Lowe's wouldn't give me the 2 weeks off, so I quit with the Belize and in Hawaii. But during those 8 months, you said, like, of course, you're able to get that flow state, everything going. What would you say? What would you say were like the most influential like moments or like places that you were that really just like sparked it?
That's a great question. So one place I really was inspired, it was just a beautiful moment. So I was in Peru and had an opportunity to go to Machu Picchu, which is a place that was on a bucket list for a lot of people, for me especially.
For me.
You got to do it, man. Yeah, you got to do it. I will tell you this, though, and don't do the Salcantay little trail thing. It's cool. It takes like 4 or 5 days, but it's worth it. And, but I went on that trip, and I met a lot of really beautiful, cool people, and there was this one moment in time where we had crossed over kind of like the mountaintop into the valley on the other side, and the weather went from being like Well, like around here, like cold, like it was like glacier area, and then we dropped down and it was like subtropical again. So I was like in the wrong gear, sweating like crazy, you know. We get to this village and I'm all exhausted. I get set up and I hear this infectious like kick drum. And I was like, okay, what's this? And I go on for another little hour or so. And so I was like, I gathered some people in my group and I was like, hey, let's go check this out. And it ended up being like some local politician had like decided to like give a party for people because he wanted to get some votes, basically.
Damn.
So there's this like little mini soccer stadium.
They're doing it right over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. kind of like as big as like Civic Stadium, but it was like packed. There's like thousands of people there, and they're all people who are like Amerindians, so they're like really small Andy-sized people.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I was like sticking out like crazy because I don't look like that, and there was like 3 other people like me, and we were just out there, and they're just like welcomed us in, like we were all hanging out, dancing with them. They had this deal which I've never seen done in America, but it was like they would have like these cases of beer, and then they'd pour you that you each had. They had the bottle, and they pass it with the same glass. So you pour it, drink it, pass it, the whole thing together. Like germaphobes around here, like wouldn't be able to.
wouldn't survive.
No, wouldn't survive that. So that was really cool because I just saw like the beauty of humanity, like just hanging out, having a good time. You know, like these people who are working hard, like in salt mines or like
Community
digging
right there.
stuff. Yeah, and it was just beautiful. They don't have much, but they were having fun. So that was one. Another one was I got a chance to go to Grand Tetons National Park, and
That's some of the craziest mountains in the world.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, because it's like they come out of nowhere. Have you been down there?
I'm not.
You need to. I would much if you're gonna go to that part of the U.S. Like that place, like is way better than Yellowstone ever hopes to be. Like it's.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I've heard Yellowstone is overrated. I mean, don't kill the messenger. I've just heard a lot of people tell me that. So what y'all saying right now is kind of confirming
It's a
it.
line
Yeah.
of cars going 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you can't walk. You got to drive through the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
bumper to
massive
bumper
park.
traffic.
Yeah.
And there's like
But you,
people.
but you can't do hikes then. You
You
only
can,
drive?
but it's
You
like as
can
big
hike,
as like
yeah.
a small state. Like it's huge. It's made for
Yeah.
driving across. It's not made for like getting out and walking in. You can, but yeah, it's just like
Okay.
everybody goes looks at like the geysers and like a couple other things, which are cool. Don't get me wrong, but
Boo.
yeah. So
No thanks.
Yeah. So I had the idea. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go on this really cool hike. I researched it. I was maybe gonna get to the top of one of the Tetons, and I ended up like just totally having an amateur move. I wore the boots for the first time on that
Okay.
trip, and I'm like a seasoned like adventurer. Yeah, blisters like crazy.
Yeah.
So
Hurt.
bad. So I was like,
Hurt.
yeah. So after like 3 miles, like, well, like this ain't gonna happen. I need to like. So I went, made a left turn, hung out by this lake, and like fished and like just hiked. And I ended up writing a song that's gonna be on this current record. Is called what is it called? I Want to Be Free. Yeah, and it was about that. So just like, and it was kind of cool because there was I didn't have any instruments around me. So it was the beauty of like voice memos on your phone.
all in them, yeah.
Oh, it was awesome. So I just had this lick, you know. Sung it into the phone, and then I just like for the next hour and a half, I just like spit bars, come back, bars,
Yeah.
and then I was like collated it all, and then a couple weeks later, I sat down in a cafe and just like, there's all this material, like there has to be a song there, and then it worked. It was great.
Yeah, that voice memo came across.
Oh yeah, dude.
there it is.
The beauty of having that stuff. Yeah, I can't imagine like. I mean, I write stuff down too, more often than.
But
not,
also, I'm
yeah.
talking technology though. You
Yeah,
know, like
use it
voice
to your
memo.
advantage.
I'm talking about you just hum it in. You can actually take that audio file, convert that to MIDI. So then, what you mean, bro? This is limitless right now.
That's something that Tom Waits was talking about with inspiration. It's not something that you sit down at a piano and start writing a song. Like it's not like you come to it. He's always like on the way to the hardware store or something, and then a song hits him, and he's like, "God damn it! I gotta pull over and like write it down.
I know,
gotta
yeah.
find something to because it hits you.
It's always in the car too. You're not
Yeah.
wrong. It's
Yeah.
always in the car for me.
Yeah, and you just like you have to stop everything. It's like, okay, I got to get this down before it's gone. You know, it's this precious.
So let me ask you guys this: is that when you get that inspiration, can you like come back and revisit it, or do you just like follow that train all the way until you're like totally dry? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like if I get a song idea and it's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night or something, like I got to keep mining that idea
Yeah.
till I don't have any
Yeah.
more for that. And that might take you till like 2, 3, 4, 5. Might even take you till daylight. You never know.
I'm a very strike when the iron's hot kind of person. Like I will write the song and immediately record it and then immediately like mix and master it like all in the same day. And
Wow.
that like I just do the whole thing, and that nobody else does that. But like I just have to
that's
like
amazing.
like have a complete thing. But nobody like that's just the way I work because I'm so scared that I'm gonna lose it. If I don't, it's like, oh, but there's gonna be this bass part, and if I don't do the bass part, it's not gonna come out that way. And there's so that's kind of my flow state, and we call it mad scientist mode in my house. Where
For sure.
you
Like
just have to, you just gotta
Find
do
the
it.
perfect formula. And
Yeah, man. Don't mess with you when you're in that state. I got you. What about you, man? What do you?
Shit, I'm like a 70-30. Like sometimes I'll have to like stay on that. A lot of times, like you said, voice memo, I just do that. I'll come back to something that I did 2 years ago. And then like, oh, now today's the day I'm actually finished this one.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we're talking about like just driving an idea hits my mind. I've been making the mistake of not just pulling over or not doing nothing. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
you
that
got
shit's
it.
hard. I get to the house. Fuck, what was it?
I know.
And then sometimes I remember, like, if I, yeah, you're right. If I'm driving and I keep repeating it in my head, turn the music, I just keep repeating it, get home, boom, I can knock it out right then. I just at least get the idea down and then I can step away.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of times it's just, but then the most beautiful part is when it comes back. It doesn't come back in the same form, but it has the same like feeling there. Because it'll never be the same as when you initially thought of it or when you initially felt it.
I totally agree. Yeah. I would say I wish I could do like you. I don't have the technical ability to record my own stuff. Like I can set a mic in the right spot, but I don't have the patience for that, dude. It's like if it's just for
recording is one of the funnest fucking parts, man.
I wish it was. I mean, like you guys are much more like skilled than I am, I guess, because I like.
It's not about
I don't know.
you gotta play around with the art of recording is so nice because you gotta figure out how to play with your you play with your voice, play with how you're playing whatever instrument you're utilizing.
True.
And you can fuck up so many times if you're doing it yourself and not worry about like someone else being like, "Come on, man, let's get to this."
I know.
There's a lot of room for experimentation as well. Like the studio becomes its own instrument that you get to play with,
So true. Yeah, the producers that I work with, Yevgen Kobzaruk and Alex Shulka,
and those are
Shout out the homies.
Yeah.
Is that out in Sweden? That you're
Yeah, so they're originally Ukrainian guys. Good work,
that's
good
good.
homework,
Yeah.
guys. Nice. Yeah. I flew out that was in Gothenburg, Sweden, and I wish I could say that we got in that flow state. We had some really cool ideas that totally were organic on the spot with recording and stuff, but like, yeah, I guess you're right. Like when it comes to, they have the technical ability to be like, yeah, I'm going to turn this compressor up a little bit here. Oh, I'm going to mess with this and this and this. Like I'm basically like, I plug in my good guitar, good amp, one pedal, boom, done. You know what I mean? That's all I know. Yeah. And then they come in and like, they put their own twist on it. It's really cool. Cause like, otherwise, like, I think the songs would have like, I don't know, more of an Americana vibe to it but the producers are.
That'd be hard.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I love Americana music, but like I think that the way that they're able to, because like that style of music doesn't really exist in Europe. Yeah. And so like these European guys are listening to it and like, oh, okay, I want to go this way with it. How do you feel about doing that? And I'm like, it kind of makes it like pushes these like Americana or simple singer-songwriter parts to a different direction, which I'm down with. I like.
Well, there's been that interplay across the pond for many decades now.
Right.
And it's like what they're doing in England is now suddenly amazing. Like the English invasion was so like we were nuts about English bands. Yeah. And before that, the English people after World War II, all they could afford was like the race records, which was just basically like rhythm and blues, all that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So that's why they were obsessed with our music. And then before that, ragtime was black people trying to make 3/4. The syncopation came from trying to put like 3/4 time into 2/4 and making marches out of 3/4 time stuff. Dang, and it's like there's been this interplay with like sending things across the pond back, and with the global scenario we live in, sending some Americana over to Sweden takes it to a new dimension. It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It was interesting. Yeah, and there's like the studio space we're using is like. Maybe you know Jose Gonzalez. He's like a pretty famous like singer-songwriter. So the same studio he records in is like where we were doing this stuff.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was fun. And
Very
the guys who there's a band called Little Dragon. They're
Look, we said Lil Band Color.
Yeah.
What you mean, Lil
Yeah.
Band? That the motherfucking shit,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
That's
Lil-
one of my favorites. What you
Lil
mean?
Jack- so their drummer he drummed on this record for us. Yeah, Eric Bodine. He is a really cool guy. Really, really fun. He came in and did it in like 2 sessions. Boom, 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 boom. Done. He's a homie of
So
the guys
tight.
who. Yeah, it was amazing. So when you hear, I'll give you guys some more material to listen to whenever
Love
you
that.
have free. And you hear he has like super like cool jazzy parts in there. He throws in there like hip hop grooves and stuff. It's really fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really cool. Yeah,
Dude's a pro.
he's a pro. Yeah.
Hey, music lovers. Want to be part of something bigger than just another music app? Check out SubJam. It's more than just streaming, it's a movement. Founded on the spirit of DIY and grassroots energy, SubJam is here to support music communities, promote free and open content, and help artists fill venues. You remember the episode where Jordan from SubJam came by and we went through the app? You gotta check it out ASAP. They're looking for passionate people like you to beta test their new iOS app and help shape the future of music. Join them by visiting subj.am/beta today. Let's make some noise together. Binary Recording Studio is a versatile space designed to cater to all music genres. And when I say all, I mean all. If you're into jazz, rock, hip hop, or anything in between, Binary is equipped to bring your music to life. With the expert engineering and the best setup, my boy Bob, he can capture the essence of whatever you are wanting to create and bring it, just to reality. From there, book your session today, unleash your creativity at Binary Recording Studio. But for real, my boy Bob, he will not disappoint. And welcome back.
So you have a ton of streams. Like you're on some choice playlists or something, or like just organically people have discovered your music. Like, what's your secret to getting that many streams?
I've been really lucky that I was one of the first. So the guys who helped me record, the same guys, Yevgen and Alex. I was able to. They were kind of plugged in. So like I said, or for listeners who don't know, I lived in Ukraine for a while. It's one of the places I was at, and so those guys are from there. Mm-hmm. And when I was there, I went back and did some on that 8 months, which turned into a year and a half. Basically, I was just kind of doing my own thing. I went and recorded the EP and those other 7 songs that are there, and so they had a bunch of connections in their world there. So I got to play at the biggest festival in Eastern Europe. There's like 500,000 people come through there, and because they wanted to have an American there. So I was the only guy on my stage that wasn't a Ukrainian guy. Actually, that's not true. Michael Kiwanaka was there too, the really cool British guy with the afro who does all the cool stuff. But then, so it was cool because of that, I got some exposure within that group of people, and they were able to just, give me some strings. It was really cool.
Hey, bro, that's sick, bro. What you mean?
It's fun to go do some stuff.
That just tells you it was synchronicity. You were just on the right path, right time, and everything was just lining the fuck up. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
The universe wanted it to happen. That's what it means.
What's that?
The universe wanted all of this to happen for us.
I agree with you, man. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in stuff happening.
But keep in mind, you put in that work too for that.
Definitely, yeah. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, there's a lot of work in there.
Yeah. Speaking of some of the work you've done, you want to tell us a little bit about the aid you did in Ukraine?
Oh yeah, it's ongoing still. Yeah, so we've been. Like I said, my wife's Ukrainian. I lived and worked over there for a while, and so since there's a big part of my heart and my family, literal marriage family that are there and friends that are still there. So we've been doing a lot of aid work over there. We're from Stanwood, or I'm from Stanwood. She lives there now. We've shipped around a little over 50 tons of supplies over there so far. And right when the first couple of weeks happened, we didn't really know what we could do. And so I had a bunch of flyer miles, and my wife's like, "What do you think about going over there and delivering stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, we'll do it." So I spoke at the church that we go to, and some other young guys that I used to teach and coach are like, "Hey, we want to go with you." I was like, "You got a passport?" And they're like, "Yeah, we." I was like, "Okay, sweet, let's go." So we went over and we brought 45 suitcases, duffel bags, and then I met up with some other kids that I had taught who were helping out at NGOs in Germany. So we had Syrian refugees giving supplies for Ukrainian refugees. So we drove all the way across, and we worked out a deal with the border guards so that I could get across, deliver the stuff, and then come back over. Yeah, it was it was cool. It was really, really fun. And then since then we've gone over. This is going to be the Third time, yeah. And so it's been interesting, but it's been good. It's hard, but it's good to see that people are still culturally strong, and just like strong in spirit. It's amazing, like what they're able to accomplish with so little right now. So
that whole. I was listening to a history of that whole area, and it's the hardship that they've gone through. Not just now, but throughout human history. Yeah. It's insane how embattled that little patch, well, I shouldn't say little patch, but it's insane how much strife has gone through that area. And, you know, who knows how the next couple of years are going to shake out. But were you in immediate danger at any point?
Well, most of the time, no. One time, yeah. And so I didn't really know that. So it was last winter. I think we were there 2 winters ago, and we went to go deliver some supplies. And I thought that we were going to be a little farther away from the action than where we were, but I knew we were getting close because we had to go through these border check or security checkpoints, and the last one, the guy was like, "You're an American." I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, why do you want to go here?" And I was like, "Well, we're delivering aid to people who are from a village that had just been liberated by the Ukrainians." And he's like, "Well, I need to get not detained, but he like held us to like get some info from you because like, he's like, if you don't come back from this area, like I got to like report it to the U.S. Embassy. It could be like a thing." So, but we had like a military escort, and it was we were able to go deliver supplies to people that they had been without water, without power, for a long time under Russian occupation for I think 18 months at that point. And when we got there, and we were some of the first people to go and deliver supplies, and so we were a lot closer than I thought because I could see helicopters flying back in front. And it turned out we were in the valley, and the front was like on the hill just past us, and you could see the artillery firing. And then eventually we had to leave early because the military escort said, they're going to return fire now. We need to like get you out of here. And I was like, okay. I was like, it's like, it was a lot closer than I thought, but yeah. Well,
glad you made it home one piece.
I'm glad we made it close. Yeah.
But also thank you for inspiring, because also a lot of people, I mean, from my experience, I guess what I'm seeing, a lot of people feel like they want to figure out a way to help or some way, shape, or form. You really just got to apply yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that I would love to say that I can't take credit for any of this. Like I support my wife. My wife is the driving force behind it, and so she's amazing. Like because of her, like we've been able to do so much, and she has a great network of people and people who want to rally and support her. And I don't really care what your political opinions are. I think people at the end of the day like want to help people. Yeah. And
there's always a way. There's always a will. I mean, there's always a way. You can find a way to actually help and actually be contributing. Yeah. So hey, stay active out there, motherfuckers. Yeah, my bad. That was the best way to say it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But to just make an actual tangible difference in people's lives, I think with a lot of like when you send money to something, you have no idea where the dollar bills are kind of being allocated. But the fact that you were able to like get there, deal with the border, get to these villages, and actually see your help in action. That must have been really rewarding for you.
It was incredibly rewarding, yeah. And the last 2 times we were there, it was because we were able to. We were basically the hands and feet of like people who were donating here, because not everybody can take time off to go do that, or have the ability 100%, to do that.
Not everybody has a passport.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shit, you better get that passport. I got me 2 of them.
You do, yeah. That was the thing for me.
You have 2.
Yeah, I got Germany and.
No way.
Okay.
That's sick, dude. Yeah. I just had to do like a quick emergency like redo, because I didn't realize you can't travel within like 6 months of when your passport's expiring.
Yep.
So we were getting ready to go, so like do it really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, you can always get it expedited. You got to pay like an extra, like I don't know, like 120 or something like that.
I had to like go down there physically because the office is in Seattle, which was good because like there was some like extra stuff because like we couldn't get tickets.
Trying to hit that bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was cool. It was fun. Shout out to the U.S. Passport Service. You got that done real quick. Yeah, I appreciate it.
And they usually just had a post office?
Usually, but we had to, like we're lucky that we had to go down there. Yeah, it was good.
They took my photo for my passport at the Rite Aid.
Yeah, I did that too.
Yeah,
I did that for my sons too.
Yeah, what a wild world,
dude. My new one that I got, it looks like I'm a substitute science teacher. Is just bad because they made me pull my hair back.
Yeah, are you talking trash about other teachers?
Substitute science teacher from 1977.
Gym teacher.
Yeah,
we better have a beef when they get back to the school.
No, the science
But-
teacher in my school,
but
she's the only
different-
young person there, so it was good.
Okay, okay,
I
we
respect
good, we
her,
good.
yeah.
Different subjects have different vibes.
That's
for
right,
Sure.
for sure.
Yeah. There's there's the
Speaking of
horny
different
English
vibes.
teacher.
Whoa, bro.
Am I the only English major here? I guess so. Maybe.
No, I mean,
Perhaps.
like, I learned how to write in college, but I wouldn't say, like, I'm,
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
at it. Yeah.
For sure. But every teacher, there must be like teachers' lounge kind of cliques the same way. That
I'm sure
they
there
see-
is, but our school is, like, super small. And I do, so there's, like, basically one teacher for each, like, subject. So, like, we're all pretty cool, and they all have a pretty cool story with them. So that's fun. But I never eat lunch with them because I'm just, like, trying to, like, get ready for the next thing, basically.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I'm, like, super duper prepared all the time, but I mean,
You gotta act like you're prepared once the kids get in there. It's like, hey, all right, so this is what we shit, what we're gonna do. But I got
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're saying that, but that's something.
I'm not saying, hey man, I've taught classes before. I know how to go, but hey, it's whatever. So what can I guess what can we expect for the future? You said you're working on something else right now. What can we expect?
Man. So we got a new record coming out. It's called Wander, and it's gonna be the first single is gonna be released January 25th, and is gonna be called To the Water. And that's I think I sent you that one, so you could get a chance to listen to that one. That one's there's gonna be it kind of shows the evolution of this project. So it kind of went from like kind of like more folky, and it's moving in a little bit more just. I don't know. I guess like a little bit more rock, a little bit more experimental, a little bit more indie, which I'm cool with. It's fun
I
to
like that, I
experiment.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first single is going to be released on the 25th, and then we're going to do, as you need to when you don't have gajillions of dollars in your budget, like a slow trickle of songs. So we're going to release
Waterfall
one.
effect.
You know it.
I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna do slow trickle, and then there's 13 songs in total, and 12 of them are all new. I'm gonna re-release the song "Needy Lovers" to go with it. Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. And then, so do you have any like shows planned for at least for Washington? At least.
Yes, we got some. So after the release, we're trying to get. Dude, it's been a minute since we played up in Bellingham, and I love playing.
I can help you make it happen.
Yeah, I would love that, man. Yeah.
I'll exchange numbers before you leave. I'll do everything I can. I'll
Yeah.
probably get you at Wild Buff easily.
Oh, I love the Buff. Yeah, that's the only place I haven't played at. I played at Shakedown. I played
Shakedown's
at
fun as fuck.
Make Work. Yeah, it's really, really fun up here.
I can get you in at the Conway Muse.
I love the Conway.
Look at that. Hey, let's set up
Dude,
a tour, baby.
yeah, man.
Let's set up a mini tour.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, we'll
I
get you
love it.
set up the whole I-5 corridor.
The Muse is like legit. It's like 15 minutes from where I live. So it's
No
like,
way.
Yeah. It's
I run
really
sound
fun.
there.
Where have you been all my life, man?
I just started like a month ago.
I'm telling you, the meeting was serendipitous. Like we met,
Here we
we
go.
met up in person. Yeah, I'm saying. It's really
Yeah,
good,
there you go. Get your
Yeah,
ass
the
in
Muse
there.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty iconic. It was sad when they had to shut it down for a little bit, and then like it came back around. So that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing place. It's so cool. I love
You gotta
it.
bring me, bro. I never seen it.
You would love it the most. I know that for a fact.
Thank you.
Yeah, we should get a rap show. Mm-hmm. Get a couple of hip hoppers up in there.
Until we get rid of Rishin in there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
We'll see about it.
Do it. I'll come.
Fuck, I'll promote the hell out of it. Let's do it.
Are we gonna do the top 5?
Yeah. So we got 2 more things for you. So we running. My bad, bros. My bad. I know. All right. Give us your top 5. Don't tell us the category. We gotta guess it.
My top 5 of anything.
Anything you gotta,
Yeah.
but make it a category. We have to guess the category. We can both get one guess.
Okay. I mean, boy, you put me on the spot here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Carne asada, pollo, carnitas, barbacoa, frijoles y queso.
Your favorite tacos?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah, one and done, baby.
The last one we did was way harder.
Yeah, that motherfucker just had shit all over the place.
Yeah.
All right, but here, all right. So one last piece that we love to end the show with. For all the listeners out there, it doesn't matter what it has to do with. What's one piece of advice you want to leave the people with?
Don't stop creating. You got to make space. You got to be intentional, and you gotta follow kind of what makes you tick. Follow what makes you feel fulfilled. So wherever that takes you, I promise it'll be a better spot than just doing something just to do it.
Damn. You know, that's my favorite. I know they may not like it, but I love that because that shit always fuels me. Just watching somebody thank you.
My pleasure, man.
It's
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Every
It's
single
like,
time 60 episodes in, about 60 different people have, every time it's a different answer. Sometimes it's kind of the same, but everybody says it in a different way, but you feel it. And I love that. So everybody out there, stay creative. And as I like to say, stay moisturized, stay hydrated, stay warm. You can get ashy, bro. What you mean it's cold?
elbows and knees. That's me. Yeah.
This is Shut Up and Listen. My name is Chrvns.
I'm Tim Mechling.
Nick Clack.
And we live, baby. Y'all have a good night. Man.
Blow.
Blow. Thanks again for tuning in to Shut Up and Listen. For more captivating content, including videos, articles, and everything music related, visit our website at shutupbham.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever you get your podcasts and join the conversation by following us at Shut Up and Listen Bham on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Shut Up and Listen is proudly produced by Rocket Soul and Binary Recording Studio. Stay tuned for more fantastic episodes.